All right. Welcome to another episode of the Legacy and Listings, where we use estate planning to win more listings. And that's really kind of what it's all about. I think agents, at least most agents that I speak to, Tim, they want more listings. They want tools to take more listings. And that's really what it's all about. So everything good on your side, Tim, before we get started?
Yep,
All
everything's
right.
good,
All
man.
right. So my name is Robert Weichelt. I'm a certified success coach. And we have my co-host, MyLegacyLink founder, Tim Yates. This is a 30-minute session that's focused, actionable, and packed with proven strategies. That's really the ultimate goal. We don't want to get in and just have meetings to have meetings. We want to get in here, make an impact, and get rocking and rolling. So we'll go ahead and get this party started. My name is Robert Weichelt. I'm the host of the More Listings Mastermind podcast. We meet every Wednesday. We have special guests from all over the country, top tier agents and service providers on that. So I welcome you to join us Wednesdays at 1 o'clock, 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm the co-host of Legacy and Listings along with my partner, Yates. I've been in the real estate industry since 1986. And Tim, I'll be celebrating 40 years on February 14th. I cannot believe how quickly the time's gone. My wife and I
Wow.
were talking last night at dinner. Our daughter will be 34. Our son will be 31. It's crazy how time flies. I've been have had the privilege of helping thousands of sellers, countless agents achieve success in every type of market. We want to bring tools to them, like this legacy and listings session we're going to have here. As a broker, trainer, mentor, my mission is simple: empower others to grow, win, and lead with purpose. We help agents are now listings like FISBOs, expires, pre-foreclosures. We also position them like this course for future business, reaching out to your database, touching base, using more listings with estate planning. So that's really what we're focused on today. Tim, I'm going to bring you on and just kind of tell the audience, who's Tim Yates, man.
Yeah, absolutely, Robert. Thank you for having me on. I founded an estate planning firm. Actually, we're more of a technology firm now, over a decade ago with my wife, Carrie, who is our firm's lead attorney. And we've really been focusing on disrupting the estate planning industry by working with real estate professionals, as you know. And people ask, why real estate professionals? Why don't just market your services directly to the general public? Well, the reality of it is that real estate agents already have the trust, they have the relationships, they have a seat at the table with the homeowner. And it's the homeowner that we're always focusing on. And as you know, from a numbers perspective, I think this is what gets people's attention. When I talk about the numbers, specifically here in the state of California, roughly 87.3% of all homeowners do not have their assets or their home specifically protected by a living trust. So that's a crazy number. It's basically 9 out of 10 do not have their assets or their home protected by a living trust. And there's a couple of reasons behind that. The number one reason to me has always just been a lack of understanding, a lack of education. Do I need a trust? Do I need a will? What is this? What's a revocable living trust versus irrevocable? Like, what's an asset protection trust? All of this information, it gets very overwhelming and very confusing for people. And then the second thing is also has always been the cost. Traditionally, to get what we call a revocable living trust package in place, traditionally it's a couple $1,000s. And so a lot of times people will get a price quote, they'll take a step back and say, you know what, I'm healthy right now, I'm young, I'll eventually get to it, and they don't. So when you couple the lack of education and understanding with higher price points, that's, to me, the two main reasons why a lot of people just don't have this tool in place. So we have created a whole marketing suite behind, educating and cost effectiveness that we built around real estate professionals, um, allowing them to focus on helping get more listings for them, which then in turn gets us more estate planning and legal services clients. So it becomes this win-win situation. And at your urging, Robert, you said, the mindset of how real estate professionals work. We wanted to wrap this into really to a system, which is what we call the legacy listing system. And again, it's designed for agents to get more listings, build a larger database of qualified buyers and sellers, close more deals, and offer more services that could also generate more revenue for the individual agent or the agent's team.
I love it. I think the one thing I want to point out before we get started, 87.3, let's just round that up to 9. That means 9 in 10 folks that the agents speak to in their database or an open house, or just if they go randomly into a store, 9 in 10 do not have a living trust. So it's a great opportunity for us agents to have a meaningful conversation, knowing that the high probability of the person we're talking to does not have a super important portion of their legacy protected. So let's get started with the program number 1, the closing gift. Tim, why don't you expand on that?
Yeah, I love this program because, obviously real estate, professionals, love to give closing gifts. That's an important part of relationship building. And there's a lot of great closing gifts out there that are very traditional, gift baskets, knives, things like that, which are fantastic. However, we wanted to take that to a whole other level. We wanted to create a gift that would basically solidify a relationship between an agent and their client for life, really for their life. And so we looked at it and said, why don't people have their property in a trust when they close escrow? Well, again, they don't know why they do. They don't know why they need one and the cost. So we came up with a plan where we could allow an agent who's a partner of ours to truly gift an estate plan to a client upon closing that will, again, solidify that relationship for life. So just from a cost perspective, the average revocable living trust package in California runs about $2,500 for a professional firm to create that. So if we were able to allow our agent partners to purchase a said gift for just $499, which is the average gift cost that we have found doing research with agents when they buy closing gift packages and things like that, for $499, to offer an estate plan, which is a $2,500 value. So to me, this became a no-brainer. And it's funny, when we launched this last year, Robert, we get agents now that actually are contacting us that want to purchase this, not just for closing gifts, but for their VIP clients, and for them to contact their database and find out, hey, my God, I got 150 people in my database that don't have a living trust right now. What a great reason to contact them and offer this as an amazing gift. So yeah, the closing gift program, we feel, is we're just scratching the surface on this. It's fantastic. I know you have utilized it before, and it's a great way for us to create a gift certificate that you can present to your client. I've even some agents put it in a frame and show it's a $2,500 gift. So it's an awesome thing. We're very excited about this program.
You know what? I love it. You mentioned a closing gift, because a lot of agents, I'm guilty of it too. Home Depot gift card, $500. Gift basket, you always want to go high level, nice wines, nice depending on what they like. But this is a great gift, as little as $499 versus the $2,500 that it normally takes. I mean, that's an expensive proposition. I know when I did mine many years ago, it was, I think, more than that. My point is, Home Depot card, gift basket, those go away once they're used. The estate plan is something that stays with the client, and it serves as a constant keep in touch reminder. So if they do anything that regards to their property, you're notified, you're updated, you're the point of contact. So it's fantastic. So I love it for that reason.
Yeah.
So let's go into the kind of the quarterly webinars that you're doing as far as education and what the agent's role would be in something like this.
Well, agents are always looking for a reason to contact their database or their farm, and in a way that's meaningful, that's real. It doesn't feel fake or salesy or anything like that. So we have, when COVID hit, before that, Robert, I used to do a lot of live seminars, estate planning seminars. I would go, at library, I'd go wherever people wanted me to go and do live presentations and estate planning 101, seminar. COVID hit, we converted those into webinars. And then we realized those are even more successful because more people can just log in, they can learn about it. They're not getting sold something they don't need. They're not getting sold anything. It's just education. So we started combining those, working with real estate professionals and saying, hey, look, let's create an invite. Let's put together a 30-minute estate planning webinar next Wednesday night from 6 to 6:30. We'll create an invite. We'll create a registration page. All you have to do is send it out to your database or send it out to your farm. Let's get people to attend. And it really, really took off, so we started doing those, twice a week. We haven't stopped. And so this is another way for our agent partners to be able to contact their database and their farms, invite people to an educational webinar that's going to teach them about the ins and outs of estate planning, estate taxes, all those things that are super important. And it gets people excited and it gets people knowledgeable. And again, it's a great way to reactivate old relationships. I know agents, and we all have databases of people we haven't contacted for years. What a great way to reactivate an existing database or to engage a brand new one. So these webinars are extremely successful tools for all of us.
So with addition to the training for agents, the introduction is this. Then there's free training, doesn't cost any money to sign up as an agent. You go to your certification training, you get educated on it. You can start putting together seller webinars, like seller workshops, buyer workshops, circle of influence workshops for folks that maybe don't own or are looking to buy, but getting involved and helping them out. So when they do have the interest of buying, selling, you're front of mind. So that's a good thing. On top of 9 out of 10 don't have one.
Yeah.
Your proverbial Home Depot gift card, let's get rid of that. Let's give them something of value. But more importantly, it's mechanism to stay in touch with your database, which most agents really have a hard time with. I know that I too struggle with my CRM and always wanting to find value. And I use this as a tool and it's super successful. Let's get into the LDA training for the agents on how they become. It's not like you need to become an attorney. You don't need to become this expert in the field. You just need to know that it exists. Similar, Tim, to if somebody says, I need a roofer, I want them calling me. I need a plumber. I need an electrician. I need whatever that has anything to do with the home. I want them calling me. This is just another tool in our tool belt to talk about the LDA training and partnership program.
Yeah, so an LDA stands for Legal Document Assistant, and it's a unique category in the state of California for a person that's gone through the proper training and support under an attorney to learn how to offer legal document services. Now we're not taking our partners and turning them into a totally different business entity. We're educating them. It's free. It's just going through a process. Think of it this way. Actually, the best way to equate this is certified probate specialists. There's a designation out there. This is like a designation on steroids times 10. So anybody that's becomes a partner of ours can go through this, and it's a great way for them to learn the ins and outs of estate planning, but other legal services too. When we talk about uncontested divorce, family law, things like that, all these things generate relationships in business and helping people with their deeds, quitclaim deeds, interspousal transfer deeds. I mean, all of that stuff ties it in together. So we offer a free training program. As you know, it's fantastic. It's something that can enhance an agent's business big time. It also create a whole new revenue stream, and it's something that they can participate in or not. But it's something that we offer, and I would say pretty much 99% of everyone we work with goes through this because the value that it creates for their business is just extraordinary. So yeah, we love it.
I love it. So you mentioned some of those other certifications out there, like CDPE, for example, SFR through the board. Those are oftentimes very expensive certifications. And Tim, this doesn't cost the agents anything to get trained, certified, and up to date. You don't need to be an attorney. Just another tool in your tool belt. And you said something that really struck my chord is revenue share. There's an opportunity for the agents to, in addition to their real estate commissions, whether they're a real estate agent or a lender, those commissions, in addition to that, you have an income stream when you use these services. I think that's fantastic. We're all looking for other income streams, and this is a great one. And the price is certainly right. Let's go into the open house, because this is a big deal. Our open houses, we're getting anywhere between 2, 3, sometimes 400 and more people to our open houses. So this is one of the big things for us and my team. Let's dive into the open house accelerator.
Yeah, one of the things that we found out working with agents was, even when they have a very successful open house, the tricky thing has been capturing people's information as they're coming into the house, having real conversations, having them write down real information, their real name, their real email, their real phone number, things like that when they have a sign-in log. And then also, again, having a real conversation with people. So we've created a system where people, want to give us their information because we can offer something that no one else is offering. So we offer them a chance to be a part of a raffle to win a $2,500 estate plan. All they have to do is use a QR code system that we have. They can sign in when they come in and realize that, hey, this is something that they're going to need. So when they buy a home, they're going to want to make sure that home is protected in a living trust. So, hey, I'm buying a home. I'm going to get a free estate plan, a $2,500 value plan. Why not, capture that information? Why not give that agent my information? The other thing we found too is it's such a great conversational piece for agents at open houses because it's not only capturing information of people that are attending, it's capturing information of their family members who aren't even there. Case in point, we had a young couple that came through an open house recently, first-time home buyers, got into the conversation about estate planning. They mentioned that, his parents are getting up there in age and they don't have an estate plan and they don't have their assets protected, and they've been talking about it. So introductions are made to say, look, you know what? I want to introduce you to my mom and dad. Could they actually, enroll in this? Can they try to be a part of this? Can they try to win an estate plan? And having that ability to say, look, let's have a conversation. Let me talk to your mom and dad about that. As separately from you guys looking at homes, but those relationships are then connected, and through that, this actual situation occurred where the couple, they still haven't purchased a home yet, but they did introduce their parents to that agent at the open house. And that agent now has a relationship with the parents, and they're confident that when their parents decide to sell that home, they're going to be the agent representing them in that sale. And it was all because of this connection and this introduction through an open house, and it would have never happened without this program. So it's those things that make a real impact.
You know what? I love it. You said something, protect your assets. That should be our company slogan. For buyers coming to an open house, enter to win a $2,500 estate plan. That's huge. That's a great value add, because here's the thing. Most buyers that come to the home, only one's going to get that home. But if you want to have any chance of building a strong relationship, you need to have some other tools and services. And this certainly is starting the relationship on the right foot. So I really certainly appreciate that. I've been using it at my open houses, and it just keeps the dialogue going. Instead of, if you want to buy, sell, or invest, we have so many tools. Let me explain one of them to you, because knowing that the odds of the person you're speaking to are 9 out of 10 do not have one. I like those odds. So what are the next steps, Tim?
Really, it's as simple as this. Is we're gonna there's a QR code right up here that if an agent wants to learn more, again, and take that next step. I want to be clear. We're not selling anything. There's no cost to this. We're not selling anything. It's an opportunity to add more tools to your tool belt and it's an opportunity to add tools that no one else has right now. And so it's a tremendous opportunity. Again, there's no pressure, no sales. I'm not selling anything. There's nothing behind the screen here. It's as simple as filling out a basic info form, which allows me to contact that person directly, get to know each other a little bit, but it's off and running. So yeah, I'm super excited about this. Just click on a QR code. Again, there's no sales, nothing going on behind the screens. We're not trying to sell them anything. And it's just about relationship building and adding more tools to the tool belt.
So Tim, let's expand on this. Going to this QR code, let's explain to the audience what happens when you go to this. And the other thing is, this is a very specific thing you're signing up for. This isn't, you're not signing up to get spammed by other type of businesses. This is a very specific form. Should they want interest in learning more about how being an LDA works, adding that designation to your signature line, if you will, walk us through when they scan this QR code. What are the next steps that happen?
Let's just get a QR code. It's just going to pull up a form, a questionnaire to fill out. The form, again, is we're not using anybody's information. We're not selling their information. It's literally information coming to me as the founder to get a sense of who is this person, what's their business like, what's their, just very basic things, which then allows me the opportunity to set up a phone call, a one-on-one call, just to get to know each other. I want people to know who I am as a person, my family, my background, what we're doing. This is a way for me to develop a new relationship with somebody, to showcase what my business can do for their company and for their business, and create a win-win situation. Again, not selling anything. It's 100% free. It's just, hey, let's get to know each other and let's build a business together.
So thank you for that, and great session. I just want to recap a couple of the bullet points, and I strongly encourage whether you're watching this live or you're watching it on our replay on YouTube or our Spotify podcast, 9 in 10 folks that you speak to do not have a living trust. Home Depot gift card, gift baskets, really, those things go away so quick. Giving them something of value and staying in touch with their clients is huge. Protecting your assets, like you mentioned, the mom and dad, a lot of them, I can tell you, a lot of them don't have a living trust, and it's protecting them. Give it to them for a gift. I think the biggest thing, if you're staying in touch with your database, you're really showing a value, doesn't cost you anything, and there's revenue income streams for agents that refer this program and understand the program. In closing, we also will help you set up with a seller and or buyer workshop, circle of influence workshop, and walk you through how to exactly promote this to your database. So, Tim, any closing remarks before we say goodbye today?
I'm just looking forward to get to know more people and becoming partners with a lot more wonderful agents throughout California.
Amen, brother. Well, I tell you what, we'll appreciate your dedication to building something really powerful and the inexpensive way to really stay in touch with their database. So this is Robert Weichelt for another episode of Legacy and Listening with my co-host Tim Yates. Thank you so much for tuning in. Click that QR code. Let's make things happen. And I appreciate you jumping on. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week.